The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports.
We're just moments away from the action,
and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will...
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
The 27-yard line.
Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, The corner was there to slam that window shut.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flores. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. So they bring out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Flores. And he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. It certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 74 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. In motion goes the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On second down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Results in a first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Sets up 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 14 and a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. Results in a first down.
In motion, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So on 4th down
trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fletcher. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fletcher. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 16-13, 1:06 to play. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up 1st and 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete. Now this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.